best.
And this is an outstanding job by Brett Jones. Nice job, big boy.
And a huge hit by you-know-who. That's called getting Mwamba.
From Regina, it's the 2013 Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards.
It has been a crazy one. Great Canadian football at its best.
Welcome to Regina. I'm Matt Dunnigan alongside Chris Schultz. And what a year it's been in the Canadian Football League. You've got the hometown Saskatchewan Roughriders hosting the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the 101st Grey Cup. And here at the Grey Cup, one of the staples over the years now has been the Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards. And on Thursday night, we got a chance to see all the spectacular players rolled out once again.
You know, Matty, this is such a wonderful night because we're able to identify the stars of the league. And as much as CFL fans come to see their teams, they also come to see the individual talent. All these players, they are the stars of the CFL.
And once again, we had a look at a lot of new faces in the CFL this year. And for our first category, we've got the rookie nominees, C.J. Gable and Brett Jones.
You know, Brett Jones is amazing. He started this season, he was only 21 years old. Matt, I swear to God, they should have his birth certificate looked at, because how can he be 21 and be that mature as a young man? And then C.J. Gable, great background as a football player. His career with Hamilton started slow, but now there is no doubt C.J. Gable has established himself as the #1 running back with the Hamilton Ticats.
Absolutely he has. You know, he comes from a storied football program in the University of Southern California where there's been star running backs like Frank Gifford, Reggie Bush, Marcus Allen, O.J. Simpson. He's the only true freshman to ever start for USC amongst all those great names. And for more on this, let's go to Rod Smith.
Brett Jones has been solid, and he's had a big night tonight. The highlight reel continues for C.J. Gable.
C.J. Gable made his first season in the CFL a memorable one.
Hit across the 10, C.J. Gable, touchdown.
It's been largely the C.J. Gable show.
He led the Ticats in rushing yards with 782, adding 598 yards in receiving. Gable finished the season 4th in the Canadian Football League in both touchdowns and total yards.
This is an outstanding job by Brett Jones. Nice job, big boy.
Offensive lineman Brett Jones helped pave the way for the highest scoring offense in the CFL. Calgary also gave up the fewest sacks in the league this year. The first-year man out of the University of Regina played in all 18 games this season, the only Stamps offensive lineman to do so. And the 2013 Most Outstanding Rookie is Brett Jones.
This is so cool, just to have won the award, especially as an offensive lineman. You know, we don't get very much acknowledgement, so it's just so cool. The coaches, they really wanted to give me a chance, and definitely I put a lot of preparation in. I didn't want to let them down. All the other guys in the offensive line, they helped me out so much, like John Gott, like those guys. They just believed in me, and it might have been tough at the beginning. I was kind of quiet, but hopefully by the end I was doing a good job. I'm just so happy I was able to play in the CFL. Yeah, it's been the best past 5 months of my life so far, so I've just enjoyed it so much, and I look forward to next year.
30 for 30.
Not bad for a kid who is undrafted.
By Mark Beswick.
No one in the CFL had more special team tackles than Hamilton's Mark Beswick. His 24 tackles on special teams was 7 more than he had last season, and he also scored 1 touchdown in 2013.
Of all things, how about this? Mark Beswick.
Stampeders kicker Rennie Paredes was pretty much automatic this season. He was good on 54 of 57 field goals, including hitting his first 21 kicks of the year, helping him set a CFL record for consecutive field goals.
For the new record, Rennie Paredes. The streak continues. 31 straight.
His 213 points led the league. And the 2013 Most Outstanding Special Teams Player is Rennie Paredes.
You know, my goal is just to score as many field goals as I can to help my team win. It means a lot to me. You know, I've gone through a lot to get to this league, and you know, I'm honored, humbled, and very excited right now about this award.
Still to come in the Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards. Often left out of the spotlight, the big men on the line get their due. The best offensive lineman in the CFL is named when we come back.
Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards are brought to you by Gibson's Finest Canadian Whiskey. After 3 years, it's whiskey. After 12 years, it's Gibson's Finest.
Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, undisputed father of the old school tattoo and a true independent spirit. We make our rum in his name, distilled in support of craft, liberty, and whatever the hell you wish to pursue.
Let's test your threshold, baby. Let's see how long you last. Let's go where Eagles stand. We'll go where Eagles stand.
Made the old school way, 92 proof, bold and smooth as hell.
Hi, Tom.
Wendy's bacon portobello mushroom melt. You look different.
I had a little work done.
New bun?
Brioche.
That's hot.
Okay, that was weird. Here's yours. I'm gonna take mine and leave you two alone.
Wendy's bacon portobello mushroom melt. A new buttery brioche bun, crisp bacon, and rich portobellos in a melty cheese sauce.
Now that's better.
This is my Nissan Altima. More than transportation, it's a statement of style. It moves me. Power with every acceleration. The latest technology. My security and confidence. This is fuel economy. The feeling I can drive forever. This is what it's all about. My values. This is my Altima.
Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards are brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites.
Kyrie Zeber is this year's recipient of the Tom Pate Memorial Award. The award is selected annually by the Canadian Football League Players Association and is awarded to a player with outstanding sportsmanship who's made a contribution to his team, his community, and his association. In 2008, Kyrie's founded Kai Cares, a non-profit organization. Their mission to facilitate the relentless pursuit of success in the face of adversity. The foundation works hard to positively affect the lives of thousands of youth in the Kentucky, Ohio, Louisiana, and Montreal communities. This year's winner of the Jake Goddard Veterans Award is the Montreal Alouettes' Shea Emery. The award is given to a Canadian CFL player who best demonstrates the attributes of Canada's veterans. In 2011, Emery missed most of the season with concussion problems. Since then, he's not only bounced back on the field, but more importantly, he's become an advocate for brain research as well as research into mental health. In October, he spoke at a Montreal Walk for Mental Health. The Commissioner Award is given in recognition of outstanding contribution to the development of football in Canada. This year, the award went to Edmonton Eskimos equipment manager Dwayne Mandrusiak. He's been to 17 Grey Cups, winning 10 of them, including winning 5 in a row from 1978 to 1982. Since 1970, Mandrusiak has become a key member of the Eskimos family. In fact, that's how Dwayne met his wife Allison, who worked in the ticket office for many years. Perhaps his proudest moment was sharing the 2003 Grey Cup win with his two sons, Matt and Mackenzie, who were members of his staff.
He is second to none in his craft. He's done it better than anyone else and longer than anyone else. For 43 years, he's equipped his team for victory with an attention to detail and a tremendous work ethic. And he's been a champion for our league and for thousands of players. He's been a mentor to rookies. He's been a friend to legends. And I think he's an example for all of us in this room.
People used to ask me how long I wanted to do this job for, and I used to joke around and say I'm on the 50-year plan. Well, now I can see it. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but with good Lord willing and a little bit of luck, hopefully I can get there. And regardless if it happens or not, when I leave, I hope that I can give to this league as much as this league has given to me.
What a terrific moment that was. Mark Cohen giving the Commissioner's Award to longtime equipment and manager for the Edmonton Eskimos, Dwayne Mandrusiak. Good friend of mine. Special moment, Schultz. Another special moment near and dear to your heart is the offensive lineman category coming up next. I love it too. You know I love me some offensive linemen because it all starts there. The two nominees for this year are Jeff Keeping from the Toronto Argonauts and Brendan Labatt from the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Well, let's first talk about Jeff Keeping. He came into the league in 2005 as a tight end. Matt, there aren't any tight ends anymore in this league. Then he became an offensive lineman. Now, consistency and dependability. Brendan Labatt, if there was a body type that screamed offensive guard, it's Brendan. Thick and quick. And once again, ever since he has started, he has maintained that starting position. Both are very deserving in different ways. One's a center, one's a guard, even competition. Great players.
Schultz, a little note on Brendan Labatt. He's a Weyburn, Saskatchewan native, and that makes two Weyburn boys up for nominees this year, including Brett Jones. Both of them played at the University of Regina. For more on that, here's Rod Smith.
Toronto Argonaut lineman Jeff Keeping helped the Boatman's offense throw for the most TDs in the CFL and score the most points in the East Division.
First down, lots of time, a shot, touchdown.
The Uxbridge, Ontario native played in all 18 games and was named an Eastern Division All-Star for 2013. Brendan Labatt helped the Rough Riders put up the second most points in the CFL. He was part of an offensive line that helped Corey Sheets run for more than 1,500 yards on the season. The Riders were second to the CFL in total rushing yards.
They go up the middle. It's a touchdown.
And the 2013 most outstanding offensive lineman is Brendan Labatt.
It's been a lot of work and a long journey to get here, but it was all worth it to receive the personal recognition. But that's not the number one thing on our mind this week. It's crazy how it's come full circle. I mean, I played my last high school game here 10 years ago and went to the U of R for 4 and out to Winnipeg for 4, and then to come back here and be able to celebrate a week like this. It's incredible. I mean, it hasn't even really sunk in yet. I'm sure it will in the coming weeks, but to be able to share this moment in your hometown with your family and friends and your teammates in the hometown Grey Cup, it's surreal right now. I don't know how much better it could get if we pull it off on Sunday.
You're looking at the front runner for the outstanding defensive player.
Linebacker Chip Cox helped lead the tough defense of the Montreal Alouettes.
Chip Cox, he keeps adding to his totals.
Cox had a league-leading 115 defensive tackles this season, along with a team-leading 12 quarterback sacks, which was 4th best in the CFL. He intercepted 4 passes and recovered a fumble in 2013. It was a long season for QBs lining up against Stampeders defensive lineman Charleston Hughes.
Charleston Hughes, he's a nightmare for a lot of quarterbacks. Charleston Hughes has another sack.
The 6th-year man led the CFL with 18 sacks in the season. He forced 3 fumbles and added 1 interception on a defense that gave up the second fewest points in the CFL. And the 2013 most outstanding defensive player is Chip Cox.
This year and last year, the only 2 seasons I didn't, and I'm set to go and win it. Because I felt like I should have won in 2010, I kind of just stopped thinking about that. I don't know. I have a family to think about now, so that's not what I think about anymore. It's more about my kids and my wife, so football is just to go out and play and have fun. I probably wouldn't even be playing football anymore if it wasn't for my family. I like to see my kids after the game running around on the field and things like that, but if it wasn't for them, I would retire. I'd probably be done.
Coming up, John Cornish and Enoch Mwamba are the finalists for the most outstanding Canadian. Find out who will take home the prize next on the Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards.
Cargo planes have perfected the art of moving heavy freight. So has the all-new GMC Sierra 1500. No competitor offers an advanced cargo system that includes an easy lift and lower tailgate, rear bumper step, LED lighting, and movable upper tie-downs. The all-new GMC Sierra 1500. Incredible thinking in the form of a truck. And now, for a limited time at your GMC dealer, it's the 0% on everything event from November 22nd through December 9th.
The Book direct at super8.ca and you're guaranteed the best rate. Because if you find a better rate, we'll match it and give you an extra 10% off. Super8.ca, guaranteed best rates.
Being able to design wedding jewelry is something that is a huge privilege. There's something so romantic and lasting about the ring. You can never underestimate the importance of that symbol.
Cargo planes have perfected the art of moving heavy freight. So has the all-new GMC Sierra 1500. No competitor offers an advanced cargo system that includes an easy lift and lower tailgate, rear bumper step, LED lighting, and movable upper tie-downs. The all-new GMC Sierra 1500. Incredible thinking in the form of a truck. And now, for limited time at your GMC dealer, it's the 0% on everything event from November 22nd through December 9th. The 101st Grey Cup, tomorrow on TSN and TSN Radio.
So now we've got a very special award, the most outstanding Canadian. Chris, why is it so special?
You know, Matty, it's a bit of a serious award because the quality of the Canadian Football League is based on the talent level of the CFL athlete. With Ottawa coming into the league next year, all you Canadian college football players out there, we don't need you to be good. We need you to be great. Because if you have great CFL football players, the quality of the game explodes. CFL football, Canadian talent. Come on, college guys, we need you to be great.
Yeah, and speaking of great, we've got Enoch Mwamba, middle linebacker for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and John Cornish as our two nominees. Talk to me about those guys.
Well, Enoch, very surprising as a middle linebacker. Usually it's a position dominated by an American athlete. And understand it's a difficult position because your key reads are right in front of you and also on this side and on that side. I think Enoch was the greatest draft pick the Winnipeg Blue Bombers had in maybe 10 years. John Cornish, Matty, really, he set the stage. When you think about it, in our era, it was usually 5 offensive linemen, 1 linebacker, and a free safety. Those were Canadian-dominated positions. Now, with John Cornish as a running back, doing what he is doing and having that success, may I say this, Matt? May I go there?
I think I'm knowing where you're going.
You know where I'm going. One of these days, because of John Cornish, you're going to see a Canadian quarterback start and have success in this league.
Yeah, he's breaking barriers and certainly setting the bar high. In fact, he's looking to become the next player to possibly win this award in back-to-back seasons. Last time that was done, it was defensive lineman Brent Johnson in 05 and 06. For more on that, here's Rod Smith. John Cornish, give him the football and let him do his thing.
And a huge hit by you-know-who. That's called getting Mwamba.
It was a breakout season for Winnipeg Blue Bombers linebacker Enoch Mwamba.
Enoch Mwamba, as he's done all season long, making his presence felt.
The first overall pick from 2011 lived up to expectations in 2013, playing all 18 games. His 106 tackles were second best in the CFL. He also added a sack and an interception. Mwamba was named an East Division All-Star. John Cornish and the Most Outstanding Canadian Award are becoming synonymous.
When in doubt, give it to John Cornish.
Winner of the award in 2012, Cornish is looking to become the 5th player to ever win the award 2 years in a row. The new Westminster, BC native finished second in the CFL in total yards and led the league with 14 touchdowns. And the 2013 Most Outstanding Canadian is John Cornish.
For me personally, winning the Outstanding Canadian is it's an honor by itself, and it's a big one because I think there's a lot of great Canadian football players, and to be honored as the #1 one twice in a row, I think is sort of a statement, and I'm hoping to continue that.
Still to come, it's the best from the East.
So Ricky Ray has another night for the ages.
And the best from the West.
Touchdown, make it 3, hat trick, John Cornish.
The most outstanding player in the CFL is named when we come back.
Gibson's Finest CFL Player Awards are brought to you by Gibson's Finest Canadian Whiskey. After 3 years, it's whiskey. After 12 years, it's Gibson's Finest.
The ultimate freshness is your winning play. It'll give you the strength to make it all the way. Nobody wants to hear this story again.
$99 at People's.
You coming? You coming? You coming? You coming?
Yeah. Instigators, ringleaders, enablers. You make what happens here happen.
What the? Welcome to the My Nissan Gift to You sales event. Wow, for me?
Covered in sleigh bells, gifts for everyone.
Pathfinder for Yukon.
Silver and gold.
An Ultima for the elephant. Even a Sentra for Santa. What about your reindeer?
What about them? Ho, ho, ho.
Lose yourself in the spirit of the season with an 8-payment holiday and great deals on VersaNote, Sentra, and more.
Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, undisputed father of the old school tattoo and a true independent spirit. We make our rum in his name, distilled in support of craft, liberty, and whatever the hell you wish to pursue.
Let's test your threshold of flame. Let's see how long you last. Let's go where Eagles stand. We'll go where Eagles stand.
Made the old school way, 92 proof, bold and smooth as hell.
Gibson's finest CFL Player Awards are brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites.
Hey everybody, we're backstage at the Gibson's finest CFL Player Awards. They've asked me to host. Let's see what's going on back here. Now in the big game on Sunday, the players are going to have their pregame rituals, things they go through before they go on the field. It's no different for TV hosts. One of my co-hosts is Darren DeTitian. Let's see what he's doing.
Back to you, Glenn. Again, back to you, Glenn.
One more time.
Back to you, Glenn.
That's all.
Back to you. Just working with my personal trainer, Glenn, and we're going to be ready in a few minutes. You're going to love my suit. It is so tight. I borrowed it from Randorf. I'm going to do some curls, a few push-ups. 5 minutes. I'll be ready.
Knock yourself out, Dutch. Dutch is busy. Let's see what they have for me. Whoa. This must be Chris Cuthbert's room. No? This is my room. Ladies, how are you? This is beautiful. I love this. Now I know what they mean by Gibson's finest. Wow, I could settle in here all night long. You know what? I have a show to do. I gotta go see what Brent Butt's doing. Now, are you ladies gonna be here after the show, maybe? Yeah, okay. Brent?
Is that today? Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good to go. Hey, Brent Butt, Dutchie in suits for a great Thursday night, Schultz. I thought, what did you think?
Man, I thought Brent Butt was fantastic. And Glenn Suter, I didn't even know he was kind of an entertainer as well as a football analyst. And Darren DeTitian, he was okay.
Dutch, not a lot of love from the big man. Sorry about that. Hey, you know, prior to Thursday night, only 2 Canadians have ever won the most outstanding player award in the history of the Canadian Football League. Russ Jackson did it 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. Tony Gabriel did it back in 1978. That's 35 years ago. John Cornish has a chance to join that elite group, but he'll be in tough against Ricky Ray, the quarterback of the Toronto Argonauts, who had a fabulous football season himself this year.
You know, I often wonder what would happen if Ricky Ray had stayed healthy for all 18 games of this CFL season. He only started for 10 of them, but his statistical accomplishments were nothing short of fantastic. With John Cornish, people forget when he first was a Stampeders, he was their best special teams player in terms of covering kicks. He's a great running back, but he is a great football player overall. I loved the battle all season between John Cornish and Corey Sheets. That was awesome. Both of these guys, outstanding football players.
Both of these nominees for this category have been outstanding. That's why they're there. Let's go to Rod Smith. The wait is over.
John Cornish, a foot race that he won't lose. And the best deep thrower in the league, strikes once again.
It was a record-breaking season for Argonaut quarterback Ricky Ray.
Ricky Ray has another night for the ages.
Ray had a CFL record 77.2% completion rate and only 2 interceptions in 303 pass attempts, becoming the first player to have an interception percentage under 1. He threw 21 touchdowns and 2,878 yards in only 11 games, leading the Argos to the best record in the East Division.
Breaks a tackle and away he goes. John Cornish.
For the second consecutive season, Stampeders running back John Cornish is the best of the West.
John Cornish up the middle. Goodbye. Touchdown. Make it 3. Hat trick. John Cornish.
He led the league in rushing with 1,813 yards, breaking his own record for most rushing yards by a Canadian. Cornish ran for 12 TDs and caught 2 more, and is looking to become just the 3rd Canadian ever to win Most Outstanding Player honors. And the 2013 Most Outstanding Player is John Cornish.
With John Cornish, the 2013 CFL MOP, and John, you won the Outstanding Canadian Award last year. Now the ultimate prize. What does this one mean?
It means that if you set your mind to something, you can really achieve it. I'm happy to have this opportunity, to have this award, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my team. Their accomplishments this season have been amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
I know you also had a chance to meet one of the legends of this game, Tony Gabriel, and he's the last guy to win this award. What did that mean to you to kind of share some company and some time and learn from him?
It was huge, because when you just hear names, you don't really understand who the person is, but having the opportunity to actually meet with him, chat with him a little bit, have some perspective put on his accomplishments, I think has been one of the better things I've done here in Regina.
Take us through the season. Over 1,800 rushing yards, over 2,100 yards from scrimmage. You break your own records. Many thought those might be untouchable for a Canadian. How did you get your game to the next level?
You know, anytime you have a disappointment, like we had the Grey Cup loss as well as losing the MLP. So, you know, I had those 2 disappointments to sort of build off of, and you know, I knew that I needed to do better at the running back position if I wanted to secure this trophy. So, I didn't really mention it to anybody, but I knew the offensive line was going to come out and play really well this year, and so I set some goals, and we managed to achieve them. And so I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to play behind this offensive line.
Oh, Canada! Yes, John Cornish makes Canada proud by becoming just the 3rd Canadian in league history to win the Gibson's Finest Most Outstanding Player Award.
Maddie, 5 of the 6 Most Outstanding Player Award winners, they were all Canadian. That is a CFL record.
Absolutely. Hey, to all the nominees and award winners, congratulations. It was a fabulous evening. Now it's time to get down to business. The 101st Grey Cup is going to be awarded on Sunday, and we're going to be right there. Come join us. See you.
How you doing? Canada Griep, Olawalia with you inside the Sports Center newsroom. We'll get you back to Regina for more Grey Cup coverage coming up. We've got some